BME 26, average-looking dude working at local brewery. Not a Chad, but not living in mom's basement either. Brewing beer and occasionally lifting weights to offset beer gut. Been dating my girlfriend, Stacy, for almost 2 years. She's cute, solid 7.5 a 10, works as a yoga instructor. Relationship was pretty good for first year and a half. Lately though, she's been acting weird, constantly on her phone, giggling at texts, always going out with the girls 3 times a week. My suspicious meter is redlining harder than my car after I try to drive it uphill. One night she comes over with serious face. Oh God, JPG, preparing for the "it's not you, it's me" speech. Instead, she drops this bomb. I've been thinking a lot about our relationship lately. Here we go. And I think we should try something different to spice things up. Wait, what? I think we should try having an open relationship. My face when she's asking permission to cheat. I just think it would be healthy for both of us to explore connections with other people while still maintaining our primary relationship. She definitely read this off some BuzzFeed article. It's very progressive and mature. She's talking like she's reading from a script. Ask her where this is coming from. Oh, I've just been doing a lot of reading on modern relationships. Sure you have. And my friend Amber tried it and says it really improved her connection with her boyfriend. Amber, who changes boyfriends more often than I change my sheets, trying to keep calm. So you want us to date other people? Yes, but we'd still be each other's main partners. Main partners. Like we're in some kind of RPG and she's recruiting party members. We'd just have the freedom to form connections with others. Translation: she already has someone lined up. Ask her if she already has someone in mind. What? No, this is about us both having freedom. Her nose growing longer than Pinocchio's after he discovered internet porn. Part of me wants to just end it right there, but another part wants to see how this plays out. Okay, let's try it. Her face lights up like Christmas tree. Clearly not the response she was expecting. Probably thought I'd beg her to stay exclusive. Really? That's great. We should set some ground rules. Ground rules. Like this is Little League baseball and not my heart getting dribbled like a basketball. We agree to 1. Always be honest about dates. 2. Use protection, obviously. 3. Our relationship comes first. Rules that will last about as long as ice cream in a microwave. She's practically glowing with excitement. This is going to be so good for us. Narrator: it was not going to be good for them. She leaves my place skipping like she just won the lottery. Immediately check her Instagram. There he is, in every recent photo. Just a friend from yoga class. Kyle, the yoga instructor with abs you could grate cheese on, always commenting with fire emojis on her posts. Mystery solved faster than a Scooby-Doo episode. Next day she texts, she has plans Friday night. Just gonna grab drinks with a friend. Friend equals Kyle, obviously. 2 can play this game. Download every dating app known to mankind. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel, even that weird one for farmers. Update profile with my best pictures. One where I'm holding my friend's dog. One at a brewery, looking intellectual. One hiking where you can kind of see abs if you squint real hard. Bio: local beer brewer, dog lover, not mine and Piccolo L. Looking for someone to share adventures with. Generic enough to work. Start swiping like my fingers possessed. Match drought, worse than California's. Day 1, 0 matches. Day 2, 1 match with bot trying to sell me cryptocurrency. Day 3, match with girl whose only photo is so blurry it could be a human or Bigfoot. Beginning to see why Stacy thought this would be safe. She's already been on 2 casual dinners with Kyle. Came home at 1 a.m. from a casual dinner. Sure, and I'm casually the king of England. Week 2 of open relationship hell. Stacy barely texting me anymore. When she does, it's just to check if I'm enjoying my freedom. Translation: making sure I'm still available as her backup plan. Suddenly get notification. Match with girl named Emily. Solid 810, works as bartender at craft beer bar downtown. Holy shit, she messages first. A real brewer, huh? Impressed face emoji. We chat about different beer styles. She actually knows her stuff, not just pretending to like beer like when Stacy says she loves IPAs but makes disgusted face drinking them. Conversation flows easier than beer on tap. Ask her out for coffee that weekend. She suggests we meet at her bar instead during slow hours. Even better. Tell Stacy I have plans Friday night. Oh, with who? Just meeting someone for drinks. Trying to sound casual while internal happy dance could power small city. Like a date? Yep, that was the point of this open relationship thing, right? She looks like she just swallowed a lemon. Right, that's great. Good for you? Her voice higher than Snoop Dogg on 420. I mean, it's probably just going to be a one-time thing anyway. Already dismissing my chances faster than Simon Cowell with a bad singer. Most girls from dating apps are just looking for attention. This coming from the queen of Instagram validation. Friday arrives. Put actual effort into appearance. New shirt, good jeans, even use that fancy cologne. My mom got me for Christmas. Stacy watching me get ready like a hawk. You seem excited, mans. Trying not to sound like a jealous girlfriend while sounding exactly like a jealous girlfriend. Just don't want to look like a slob. Who is she anyway? Bartender at that craft beer place downtown. The pretty one with the tattoos? That's the one. Stacy's face does complex gymnastics routine. You know, those bartender types are just flirty for tips, right? Classic negging straight out of a rom-com villain playbook. Arrive at bar. Emily even prettier than her pictures. Sleeve tattoos of hop flowers and chemistry formulas. Nerd boner activated. We hit it off immediately, talking about fermentation techniques and yeast strains. Yes, this is what gets me excited. I'm a brewing nerd. She lets me sample some rare beers they have, gives me behind-the-scenes tour of their brewing setup, introduced me to head brewer, who offers me his card. We're looking for assistant brewers, shoot me an email. Night going better than I ever imagined. Emily and I exchanged numbers. This was fun, we should do it again. Agrees to actual dinner date next week. Float home on cloud of happiness and craft beer. Check phone, 7 missed calls from Stacy, 23 text messages, escalating from "how's it going" to "are you alive?" to "where are you?" Call her back. "Where have you been? I was worried sick." At the bar, like I said. It's 11:30. Yes, that's generally when people are still at bars. I was having a good time. Silence on her end. Get home to find Stacy sitting on my couch. I was so worried I came over. How did she even get in? Oh right, spare key. Mental note, change locks. She's acting super clingy, asking million questions about Emily. Is she prettier than me? Trap question if I've ever heard one. You're both attractive in different ways. Diplomatic answer level, 100. What does she look like? Describe Emily briefly. Oh, so you like tattooed girls now? Since when? An interrogation that would make Law and Order detectives proud. She sounds like a pick-me girl. Whatever that means. She stays over despite not being invited. Next morning makes me breakfast. Hasn't cooked for me in months. Suspicious.gif. So are you going to see her again? Trying to sound casual but failing miserably. Tell her we made plans for dinner next week. Drop spatula dramatically. Wow, moving fast, aren't we? Says the girl who slept with yoga. Kyle, 45 minutes after suggesting open relationship. You know this open relationship thing is about casual dating, right? Not finding a girlfriend replacement. That face when she's literally writing the rules as she goes. Week passes, go on dinner date with Emily. Connection is real. She's funny, smart, passionate about her job. Tells me I should apply for that brewing position. We could be co-workers. Get mild heart palpitations at the thought. Meanwhile, Stacy cancels plans with Kyle twice. Suddenly wants to spend every minute with me, asking when we're going to reevaluate our arrangement. Go on, third date with Emily. She takes me to secret speakeasy bar only industry people know about, introduce me to her friends, all cool beer nerds who don't judge me for talking about malt profiles for 20 minutes. Walk her home, kiss goodnight, that makes my toes curl, get home to find Stacy waiting at my door. We need to talk. 4 words that strike fear into any man's heart. Sit her down. She starts crying. I made a huge mistake. You don't say, I don't want an open relationship anymore. Shocking plot twist, absolutely no one saw coming. Ask about Kyle. It wasn't what I expected. Translation, he got what he wanted and moved on. She wants to go back to being exclusive. I realized what we had was special. What we had was me being a reliable backup plan. Tell her I need to think about it. She looks shocked. What's there to think about? Everything? Is this about the bartender? It's about the fact you wanted to cheat with permission. It's about the fact you only want me now that someone else does. It's about self-respect. I didn't know I had until now. Tell her I'm enjoying the open relationship. But that was just supposed to be temporary. Didn't mention that in the ground rules. Wait, you can't be serious. You know I only suggested this to spice things up. Spice things up like chicken that's been in the fridge too long. You can't possibly like her more than me. My face when she's having a full friends with Ross and Rachel, we were on a break meltdown. This was never supposed to be a scenario where you get more matches than me. There it is. You're supposed to be struggling while I explore options. The honesty finally appears. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Literally got the saying backward in her rage. That's not how this works. You can't have more attractive matches than me. Apparently there was a hotness clause in the open relationship contract I didn't sign. This is like that movie where they have an open marriage and the husband immediately meets Elizabeth Banks. She's referencing Hall Pass, but got the plot completely wrong. You're being selfish. Irony meters exploding worldwide. She storms out, blows up my phone for next 3 days. Texts range from angry to sorry to desperate. One text. You're acting like that guy from Sex and the City who string her along, then moved to Paris. Pretty sure she means Mr. Big, who didn't move to Paris. Another text. This is exactly what happened on that Netflix show where they tried ethical non-monogamy and it ruined everything. Starting to think her dating strategy comes exclusively from binge-watching bad TV. Meanwhile, fourth date with Emily. She invites me to beer festival as her +1. Meet the owner of the bar who hints about expansion plans. Emily squeezes my hand and smiles. Feels like beginning of something real. Stacy shows up at my workplace. Scene straight out of bad romance movie. Crying, causing scene. Co-workers watching like it's Netflix special. You can't do this to me. You can't just throw away 2 years. Technically, she threw it away when she asked for Hall Pass to bang Yoga Kyle. I'm having a you've got mail moment here where I realize I love you. Except in that movie, they actually ended up together. This isn't how it happened in that movie with Gwyneth Paltrow. Not sure which one she means, but pretty sure Gwyneth Paltrow isn't relevant to our situation. Manager asks her to leave. Mortified, doesn't begin to cover it. Call Emily to apologize in advance if she hears crazy rumors. She laughs. Drama follows beautiful women, trust me, I know. Reminds me of that scene in How I Met Your Mother with the hot crazy scale. She gets it. 2 weeks later, Stacy moves on to next victim, posting inspirational quotes about knowing your worth, captioning photos with living my eat, pray, love journey. Despite not leaving the country or doing any praying, Emily and I officially dating. I applied for brewing job and got it. Working together is actually awesome. Turns out when you're with someone who genuinely likes you for you and doesn't see you as placeholder until something better comes along. Relationship actually works. What? That face when open relationship backfired spectacularly. That face when I upgraded without even trying. That face when I'm actually grateful she wanted to open things up. Sometimes trash really does take itself out. Emily and I watching Friends episode where Ross and Rachel were on a break. Both agree Ross was wrong. Stacy would definitely side with Rachel. My face when I dodged a bullet bigger than the one that killed the dinosaurs. Be me, 24, average-looking guy working at local game store. Finally got a girlfriend after years of being single. Let's call her May. Cute Japanese exchange student, big amber eyes, long brown hair. Looks exactly like one of those anime girls from dating sims. Thought I hit the jackpot. Super adorable when we first met. Soft-spoken, shy, always blushing. Seemed perfect until one fateful day. Took her to coffee shop for third date. She ordered one pastry, then another, then asked for mine too. That feel when I realized this tiny girl could eat her body weight in baked goods. Still thought it was cute though. I just really like sweet things. Tee-hee. And fast forward 2 months into relationship. Now understand why her previous boyfriends all mysteriously disappeared. This girl doesn't just like food, she lives for food. Her entire personality revolves around her next meal. Check my bank account. Down 70% since we started dating. All spent on feeding the bottomless pit I call my girlfriend. One night we're watching movies at my place. Ordered pizza earlier, large pizza each because I've learned my lesson. She finishes hers in 10 minutes flat, starts eyeing mine. Anon, can I have a slice? Only have 2 slices left myself. Haven't eaten all day because spent grocery money on her fancy lunch. Reluctantly give her 1 slice. Thanks, Anon. You're the best. 5 minutes later. Anon, I'm still hungry. There goes my last slice. Stomach growling louder than a motorcycle engine. She pats her completely flat stomach. That was good, but I could use some dessert. That feel when we've already gone through a tub of ice cream before the pizza. Sorry, babe, nothing left in the fridge. Her cute demeanor instantly changes. Eyes narrow. Voice drops an octave. What do you mean there's nothing left? Try to explain that food costs money, and money is something I'm rapidly running out of. She gets up from the couch, walks to kitchen, opens every cabinet and drawer, confirming the barren wasteland that is my kitchen, returns with largest knife from knife block, sweet smile completely gone, replaced by expression that would make Hannibal Lecter nervous. Anon, do you know what happens to boyfriends who don't feed their girlfriends? Gulp audibly. They become the food. Points knife at my crotch. I've always wondered what testicle stir-fry would taste like. Laughs maniacally. Joking. Puts knife down. Relief washes over me. I'd obviously grill them, not stir-fry. Picks knife back up. That feel when I realize she's not actually joking. 10 minutes, anon. Either food appears or I start my cooking channel with a very special ingredient. Frantically check delivery apps. Everything closed except one 24-hour convenience store that delivers. Order literally everything available. Chips, candy, frozen burritos, ice cream, energy drinks, max out credit card, show her order confirmation. 20 minutes delivery time. She looks at phone, looks at knife, looks at my crotch. That's cutting it close. Pun clearly intended, but I'll wait. Longest 20 minutes of my life. She holds knife entire time, occasionally making slicing motions in the air, practicing her technique. Delivery guy finally arrives. Me drops knife, rushes to door, grabs bags from confused delivery guy, didn't even tip him. Too busy tearing into bags like wild animal. Starts consuming everything without even bothering with plates. Wrappers flying everywhere. That feel when I realize my apartment looks like a raccoon broke into a 7-Eleven. She finishes enough food to feed small village, finally puts knife away. Sweet girlfriend mode reactivated. Thanks, Anon, you're the best boyfriend ever. Curls up next to me like nothing happened. Falls asleep instantly. Food coma finally claiming her. Spend rest of night researching how much one-bedroom apartments cost, and whether restraining orders cover threatened castration via culinary experimentation. Next morning, wake up to smell of cooking. May in kitchen, wearing my shirt. Cute domestic scene. Almost forget about knife incident. Good morning, sleepyhead. Made you breakfast. Presents plate of delicious-looking eggs and bacon. Suspicious but hungry. Take a bite. Actually really good. She beams at me. Do you like it? Nod enthusiastically. Great. Oh, by the way, we're out of food again. Nearly choke on bacon. And I'm having lunch with you today, right? Her hand drifts toward knife block. Nods so hard, nearly get whiplash. Perfect. I was thinking Korean barbecue, all you can eat. That feel when my wallet is already crying. That feel when my balls are temporarily safe. That feel when I'm dating yandere mukbang demon. Check dating app to see if her profile mentioned this. Petite girl with big appetite looking for generous foodie. Should have known, 2 months later. Now, work 3 jobs, 1 at game store, 1 delivering food, 1 donating plasma twice weekly. Still barely keeping up with her food demands. Friends ask why I stay with her, show them picture of her. They understand immediately, literally anime girl come to life. Worth the constant threat of genital removal. Probably me walks in with new knife she bought. For cooking, she says with unsettling wink, that feel when I'm not entirely sure I'll survive this relationship. But the melon bread photos she sends me from class are too cute to resist. Guess I'm stuck between a rock and a chef's knife. Pray for me, Anons.